Welcome to Ateneum, the cathedral of Finnish visual storytelling, dressed in stone, soaked in oil paint, and humming with the quiet confidence of a nation that knows exactly who it is. This isn't just a museum, it's a declaration. Ateneum is what happens when a young country, fresh out of empire and barely past hunger, decides to articulate its soul not through conquest, but through canvas. The building itself is a flex, neo-Renaissance symmetry and mythological stone gods nodding down at Railway Square like they're judging your taste in culture. Inside, it's a who's who of Finnish art. Scherfbeck, Gallen-Kallela, Edelfelt, every name a pillar, every brushstroke a data point in the story of independence, struggle, beauty, and frostbite. This is the museum that gave the world a Van Gogh before the rest of Europe even knew they needed one. It's where the wounded angel lives, not just Finland's most iconic painting, but a collective therapy session disguised as a boy dragging trauma across a marsh. Ateneum is elegant, but it isn't precious. It's where romanticism meets nationalism in a bar fight, and realism usually wins. It's also where generations of Finns learned what it meant to feel something and then sketch it with charcoal until their fingers hurt. Yes, there's a cafe. Of course there's a shop. But the real luxury here is stillness. The kind you can only find in front of a canvas that knew you before you knew yourself. This is more than a museum. It's an emotional infrastructure project. A place that doesn't ask you to buy, click, or scroll, just to stand still and look. And maybe, if you're lucky, feel seen. Finlandia Hall, one of Helsinki's most iconic architectural landmarks, and a masterpiece by the legendary Finnish architect Alvar Aalto. The hall's most famous features include its asymmetrical windows, distinctive wave-like auditorium ceiling, and the meticulous use of natural materials such as Finnish birch, walnut, and marble. Aalto believed architecture should be a total work of art, and Finlandia Hall is exactly that, from the custom-designed furniture and lighting to the acoustics tailored for both speech and symphony. Since its opening, Finlandia Hall has hosted presidents, royalty, world leaders, and renowned musicians. It played a central role in Finland's Cold War diplomacy and was the venue for the Conference on Security and Cooperation in Europe, CSCE, in 1975, a major turning point in East-West relations. Today, the hall remains a vibrant cultural and civic venue, offering everything from classical concerts and jazz festivals to design fairs and public lectures. Guided tours are available for architecture enthusiasts, and the surrounding park area is perfect for a scenic stroll with views of the bay and Oodi Library just nearby. Whether you're attending a world-class performance or simply admiring its elegant design from the outside, Finlandia Hall stands as a testament to Finland's architectural innovation and cultural ambition. Helsinki Central Railway Station, urban jewel and welcoming icon designed by Löyly Sauna, 1904 to 1919, the station is a flagship of Finnish national romantic and early Art Nouveau architecture, executed in reddish Finnish granite with a grand arch portal and 48 meters clock tower, striking lantern bearers, liiden kantajat, 4 statues holding glowing globes, flank the entrance, symbolizing light, strength, and civic pride. Built atop Finland's first station, 1861, this 1919 incarnation has become Helsinki's busiest building, serving about 240,000 people daily across 19 platforms, a metro link, buses and trams. More than transit. The station hosts 115 cafes, retail kiosks, and a VIP presidential lounge originally created for Russian royalty. Saarinen's final design shifted from romantic medievalism to a more balanced, functional, yet expressive style, a turning point in Nordic architecture and a precursor to modern Finnish design. A 2001 glass canopy echoes his original vision. Current updates include new food courts, a microbrewery, and a winter ice rink outside, blending heritage with modern liveliness. Iconic features. Admire the bronze lantern statues at night, feel the cavernous ticket hall under warm lamps, and peek into the secret presidential lounge via its hidden entrance. Transport convenience. Direct metro access, tram connections outside, retail and eateries underfoot, and scenic vantage points near the clock tower. This isn't just a station, it's a living piece of Helsinki's soul, part transport hub, part architectural icon, part urban stage. Look closely, and you can read Finland's story in its stone, lights, and daily motion. Art Nouveau. Elegance by the sea. Huvilakatu. Villa Street, in Eira. Wander down Huvilakatu, a captivating early 20th century street in Helsinki's refined Eira district. Planned in 1906 and mostly built by 1910, this architectural gem showcases pastel-colored townhomes in Jugendstil, Art Nouveau, complete with playful turrets, bay windows, ornate balconies, and shadowed stone bases. It's like walking through a Finnish fairy tale, color, detail, and history, all in one enchanting block. Often voted one of Helsinki's prettiest streets, Huvilakatu became a cultural icon after featuring in the long-running Finnish soap Salatut Elämät for over 15 years. Each Huvilakatu building tells its own story: terracotta, mint, ochre, paired with castle-like shapes that seem to guard the neighborhood's charm. Just steps from the leafy street, Eira's seaside villas stand as serene sentinels of turn-of-the-century wealth and leisure. Named after the nearby Eira Hospital and the Norse goddess of healing, these villas, many designed by top architects such as Waldemar Wallenius and Selim Lindqvist, offer a glimpse of refined Finnish life by the sea. Built around 1910, they combine stone solidity with ornate detail and commanding views toward the Gulf of Finland. Look for clean and ornate designs that push Jugendstil beyond the ordinary. Villa Ensi, 1910, with its restrained elegance, exemplifies this shift. Rich in historical detail, Eira reflects a time when Helsinki's elite blended Scandinavian influences with coastal living and civic well-being. This duo, one lively street, one elegant enclave, embodies Helsinki's softer side, where history, style, and daily life merge. It's a quieter alternative to the busier central district, ideal for gentle strolling, photography, or simply pausing to admire finely crafted architecture. Together, their architecture and atmosphere in harmony. Quiet elegance with a splash of charm, perfect for your Helsinki stroll. Kaivopuisto Park and Observatory Hill, Helsinki's timeless escape by the sea. Step into Kaivopuisto and step into a Helsinki dreamscape where elegance, history, and nature blend seamlessly with salt air and open sky. Located just a short walk from the bustling city centre, Kaivopuisto is Helsinki's oldest and most cherished park, and it offers far more than grassy hills and seaside views. It offers a sense of belonging, of breath, and of beautifully layered time. Established in the 1830s as a spa destination for the Russian elite, Kaivopuisto began as part of the Kaivohuone Spa complex, Kaivo, meaning well in Finnish, referring to the mineral-rich spring water once believed to heal the body. Today, that spa house still stands, hosting summer concerts and ballroom events. But the park has evolved into something wider, a national gathering place, an open-air salon, a green lung for the capital. The landscape is a harmony of rolling lawns, rocky cliffs, and twisting paths shaded by old oaks and lindens. Joggers glide by, children chase soap bubbles, dogs bound into the waves, and on the granite outcrops above the sea, couples watch ferries glide past Suomenlinna's silhouette. Come here on May Day, Vappu, and you'll see Helsinki at its most jubilant. The lawns are flooded with picnic blankets, champagne corks, and student caps. Musicians roam, friends reunite, and winter officially ends. But even on a quiet Tuesday morning, Kaivopuisto holds space for reflection, fresh air, and deep time. Rising from the park's northern end is Tähtitorninmäki, Observatory Hill, crowned by the yellow-domed Helsinki Observatory, built in 1834 and designed by the great Carl Ludvig Engel. This neoclassical gem served as Finland's central astronomical institute for over a century, scanning the heavens from a hill that once marked the very edge of the city. Today, The observatory houses a museum of astronomy and occasional skywatching events, but the hill itself remains a beloved overlook. It's where generations have climbed to admire sunsets over the Baltic, where poets and lovers have shared silence, and where the skyline, from the white cathedral domes to the cranes of Hornasaari, tells the city's unfolding story. Kaivopuisto and Observatory Hill together are more than a park. They're a shared memory, a stage for the seasons, a place where Helsinki breathes. Whether you walk, picnic, run, read, or simply sit with the sea, these hills offer what every city dweller quietly craves: space, history, and a little bit of sky. Kiasma, Helsinki's dynamic crossroads of art and architecture. Designed by renowned American architect Stephen Holl, Kiasma opened in 1998 after winning a 1993 design competition with his visionary proposal titled Kiasma, a name reflecting its concept of intertwining forms. This curving, sculptural building stands at the junction of Helsinki's main civic landmarks, Parliament, Central Station, and Finlandia Hall, melding different city grids and connecting the urban and the natural. Hall was fascinated by Finland's dramatic seasonal light. The building's surfaces, patinated zinc roof, hand-sanded aluminium facades, curved concrete walls, shift in tone throughout the day, tying the museum to its northern context. Inside, exhibition spaces spiral across 5 interconnected floors, laid out with human proportions in mind, so everything feels natural, intimate, even tactile. Kiasma isn't just about structure, it's about experience. Nearly 9,100 minute gallery space hosts both Finnish and international contemporary artists working across media, from installations and video art to performance and photography. The museum also includes a theatre, library, cafe, and shop, spaces designed to support public engagement beyond passive viewing. Part of the Finnish National Gallery, Kiasma was born from a national effort to create a contemporary art platform, housing works dating back to the 1960s. Today, it hosts over 300,000 annual visitors and offers inclusive programming, workshops for families, toddlers, and seniors, accessible guided tours, and artist-led events. Critics praise Kiasma's fluid play with light and material. Skylights soften daylight, curved walls diffuse energy. In winter, warm interior light glows through its facade, blending sculpture, architecture, and cityscape into a resonant northern moment. Founded in 1889, Korkeasaari Zoo is Finland's oldest and largest zoo, located on the 22-hectare rocky island of Korkeasaari, off Helsinki's coast. The island itself has served as a leisure escape since the 16th century, used for fishing and recreation long before the zoo's heyday. Originally reachable only by ferry from Market Square in summer, since 1972, it's also connected via a bridge to Mustikkamaa, making the zoo open year-round. Visitors arrive surrounded by sea views and pine-clad cliffs, a unique setting that enhances the experience of exploring animal habitats. Today, Korkeasaari houses around 150 animal species and nearly 1,000 plant species, organized into climate-based zones: Borealia, Amazonia, and Africasia. Key residents include Amur tigers, snow leopards, European bison, Przewalski's horses, snowy owls, and bearded vultures. Part of the zoo's mission includes a wildlife hospital, the largest in Finland, which treats over 1,000 injured or orphaned wild animals annually. 40% are rehabilitated and released. Lapinlahti, an atmospheric blend of nature, history, art, and wellness nestled just west of Helsinki's city centre. Once home to Finland's first psychiatric hospital, the Lapinlahti area has transformed into one of the city's most unique public spaces. Built in the 1840s and designed by architect Carl Ludwig Engel, the hospital was a forward-thinking institution for its time. Set in a tranquil park by the sea, the site was chosen with the belief that nature could help heal the mind, a philosophy that still shapes the area today. The hospital closed in 2008, but the buildings and grounds have since found new life as a creative and communal hub. Today, Lapinlahti is a place where you can sip fair trade coffee in a cozy cafe, explore art exhibitions and artisan studios, take yoga classes, or attend mental health workshops, all in the historic wings of the old hospital. The surrounding park is perfect for peaceful walks, picnics, and swimming. Winding paths lead through old trees and wildflower meadows to rocky shores that open onto the bay. In summer, locals sunbathe on the cliffs and wade into the sea from public docks. The natural setting draws artists, birdwatchers, and anyone seeking calm in the city. One of the area's highlights is Lapinlahti, a cultural center focused on mental well-being, sustainability, and community. There's also a traditional Finnish sauna open to the public, a true Helsinki experience, especially after a dip in the sea. Lapinlahti is not just a place to visit, it's a place to pause. It blends the peacefulness of nature with the power of history and the creativity of a new generation. Whether you're here for a walk, a workshop, or a moment of quiet by the water, Lapinlahti offers space to reflect, recharge, and reconnect. Welcome to Löyly, Helsinki's most iconic modern sauna, where striking architecture, Nordic tradition, and sea views come together in perfect harmony. Located on the southern waterfront in Korkeasaari, Löyly is a public sauna and restaurant complex that has redefined urban relaxation since it opened in 2016. Designed by the acclaimed Finnish studio Avanto Architects, the building's sculptural wooden shell blends into the rocky shoreline like a natural formation. Built using sustainably sourced, heat-treated pine, Löyly is both an architectural landmark and a symbol of contemporary Finnish design. Inside, visitors can enjoy 3 wood-heated saunas, including a rare public smoke sauna, a traditional Finnish favorite. Between sessions, cool off with a refreshing swim in the Baltic Sea or relax by the indoor fireplace with a warm drink. The atmosphere is both elegant and grounded, inviting guests to experience sauna culture at its most authentic. The name Löyly refers to the soft, enveloping steam that rises when water is thrown on sauna stones, an essential part of the Finnish sauna ritual. This sense of comfort and presence carries through the entire experience, from the sauna benches to the wide rooftop terraces that overlook the open sea. Löyly is also home to a stylish seaside restaurant and bar serving locally sourced food, including seasonal fish, vegetarian options, and the ever-popular salmon soup. In the warmer months, the outdoor decks are perfect for sunset dining or simply soaking in the coastal atmosphere. Founded with a strong commitment to sustainability, Löyly was co-developed by actor Jasper Pääkkönen and politician Antero Vartija. The complex uses green energy, responsibly sourced materials, and supports marine conservation through partnerships with environmental organizations. Whether you're a sauna enthusiast or a first-time visitor, Löyly offers an unforgettable way to experience Finnish culture through heat, sea, and soul. Musiikkitalo, or Helsinki Music Center, opened in August 2011 after a century-long ambition for a dedicated concert hall in Helsinki. Rooted between Finlandia Hall, the Parliament, and Kiasma, it was built on former VR railway warehouses to create a civic landmark that both respects its neighbors and signals a new cultural era, designed by LPR Arkkitehdit. The design subtly nestles into the Lapinlahti shoreline by pushing much of its volume underground, under a gentle green copper roof terrace. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls open its foyer toward the park and city, making the interior feel welcoming rather than hidden. The 1,504-seat vineyard-style concert hall, crafted by acclaimed acoustician Yasuhisa Toyota, is praised for its balanced clarity and warmth. 4 additional halls, Camerata, Organo, Sonor, Black Box, plus a rehearsal hall, serve everything from chamber music and organ recitals to amplified performances and opera training, making it an intimate educational training ground for Sibelius Academy students co-owned by the state, the city, and Yle. Musiikkitalo hosts three major institutions: Helsinki Philharmonic Orchestra, Finnish Radio Symphony Orchestra, and Sibelius Academy. Beyond concerts, its public foyers, cafe, exhibits, and music shop make it an open cultural hub showcasing over 1,000 events yearly, from jazz to student showcases, many free to the public. Mustikkamaa Recreation Area, Helsinki's island of everyday escape. Mustikkamaa, literally blueberry land, has been a cherished suburban retreat since its transformation into a public park in 1921. Once a spa escape for the Russian elite thanks to its mineral spring, it now breathes life as a playground of recreation and calm, where history and modernity blend on pine-framed shores. Covering about 36 hectares, this island paradise lies just 5 km east of downtown Helsinki, bridged to the city via Kulosaari since 1964, and the striking Isoisen Silta, 2016, from Kalasata Mahir. Rugged granite cliffs meet sandy beaches. Shaded pine forests stand beside open lawns, and wooden boardwalks guide you toward the breeze of the Gulf of Finland. Mustikkamaa caters to wide-ranging leisure. A life-guarded summer beach with showers and changing rooms, outdoor gym equipment, public tennis and ball courts, cross-country skiing trails in winter, and a summer theater staging performances annually. The National Museum isn't just stone and artifacts, it's Finland's origin story carved in granite and carved deeper in soul. A monument to identity. Conceived after a 1902 competition and completed in 1916 by the trio Geselius, Lindgren and Saarinen, the building stands as Finland's architectural manifesto. Its rugged granite facade and steatite accents echo medieval castles and national folklore, declaring, "We are here and we remember." Inside, corridors and galleries unfold over 10,000 years, from Stone Age tools to medieval ecclesiastical art, from rugged Bronze Age jewelry to samurai armor and Moomin adventures. You're not window shopping, you're time traveling through Finland's ancestral heartbeat. This isn't a quiet place of learning, it's civic theatre. Towering domes, grand stairways, and crypt-like halls were purpose-built to awe. Every artifact, from Iron Age swords to folk costumes, feeds a narrative of resilience, cultural pride, and survival through centuries of change. Undergoing a major restoration and expansion, the museum preserves its hallmarks while adding new underground exhibition spaces with copper-lit atriums, an evolution rooted in the original courtyard. It's Finland honoring its history while rewriting the next chapter. You come for more than relics. You come for context. To feel the grip of a hunted populace forging a nation, to see symbols of occupation and independence, to hear whispered stories echoing through stone halls. Guided tours and hands-on experiences like Vinti ensure history is felt, not just observed. Finnish National Theatre and Aleksis Kivi statue. The Finnish National Theatre, established in 1872 and housed in its current Grand National Romantic Stone building since 1902, stood at the heart of Finland's language and independence movement. Designed by Oni Tarjana, with later additions by Heikki and Kaija Siren, it became the first theatre to perform in Finnish, an act of cultural defiance under Russian rule. The theatre's granite walls and castle-like turrets evoke medieval grandeur, conveying civic pride and national aspiration. Inside, the main marble foyer glows with murals by Juho Rissanen and ornate lighting by Eliel Saarinen. It's a building that speaks of cultural determination as loudly as any performance on its stages. Directly in front, the bronze statue of Aleksis Kivi, sculpted by Väinö Aaltonen and unveiled in October 1939, shows him seated in contemplative stillness. Kivi, 1834 to 1872, author of 7 Brothers, is revered as the father of Finnish language literature. The statue's reliefs even reference his works, Sidameni Laulu Kainu and Seitsemän Veljestä, a tribute to the writer who gave Finland its own literary voice. The Helsinki Olympic Stadium, an enduring monument to Finnish athleticism, design, and resilience. Located in the Turku district and surrounded by parkland, the Olympic Stadium is the largest sports venue in Finland and one of the country's most iconic landmarks. Designed by architects Yrjö Lindegren and Toivo Jenti in a striking functionalist style, the stadium was completed in 1938 in anticipation of the 1940 Summer Olympics. However, those games were cancelled due to World War II. The stadium finally fulfilled its Olympic destiny in 1952, when Helsinki hosted the Games as a newly independent and peaceful nation. These Olympics were a symbol of global recovery and cooperation in the post-war era, and marked the first time the Soviet Union, Israel, and many other nations participated. The Helsinki Games are still remembered for their hospitality, modesty, and organizational excellence. The stadium's most distinctive feature is its 72-meter-tall tower, offering panoramic views over the city, one of the best observation points in Helsinki. The building itself is celebrated for its clean lines, limestone details, and timeless sense of proportion. It underwent an extensive renovation between 2016 and 2020 to modernize its facilities while preserving its architectural heritage. Today, the Olympic Stadium hosts everything from football matches and international athletics to concerts and cultural events. It has welcomed legendary performers like Bruce Springsteen, U2, and Beyoncé, in addition to top-tier sports competitions. Nearby, you'll also find the Finnish Sports Museum, which chronicles Finland's deep sporting traditions and Olympic history. Whether you're climbing the tower, attending a match, or simply admiring its elegant design, Helsinki's Olympic Stadium is a powerful reminder of sport's ability to unite, inspire, and endure. Oodi, Helsinki's central library, a bold and beautiful symbol of Finland's commitment to education, community, and cutting-edge design. Opened in 2018 to celebrate Finland's centenary of independence, Oodi is much more than a library. It's a public living room, a creative workshop, a concert space, a cafe, a cinema, and yes, a place to borrow books. Located directly across from the Finnish Parliament, Oodi reflects the democratic values of openness, equality, and access to knowledge. Architecturally, Oodi is stunning. Designed by the Finnish firm ALA Architects, the building's flowing timber facade resembles a wave or a ship's hull, symbolizing movement, transparency, and connection. Inside, the structure is divided into 3 levels, each with its own purpose and feel. On the ground floor, visitors find a vibrant open plaza with a cafe, event space, and cinema. The second floor is a maker's paradise, filled with tools, 3D printers, sewing machines, gaming rooms, and even instruments to borrow, including guitars and synthesizers. There's a podcast studio, photography booths, and workshops designed to encourage creativity at all levels. The third floor is what many call book heaven. Flooded with natural light under a sweeping white ceiling, this space is quiet, calm, and lined with shelves of books in multiple languages. The floor features cozy reading nooks, family-friendly corners, and long communal tables for studying or relaxing. Oodi's rooftop terrace offers one of the best free views in the city, stretching across Lapinlahti Bay and Helsinki's iconic skyline. At sunset, it becomes a peaceful gathering place where people sip coffee, take photos, or simply watch the changing Nordic light. Whether you're working, learning, creating, or daydreaming, Oodi welcomes everyone. It's not just a building, it's a vision of the future, where public space is open, inspiring, and made for people. Sompasauna is a grassroots sauna sanctuary where the rules are few, the steam is real, and the Baltic breeze hits different. Unlike Helsinki's polished spa complexes, Sompasauna is raw, unfiltered, and entirely built by volunteers. Tucked on the industrial shoreline of Sompasaari, east of the city centre, this free public sauna has no ticket counter, no lifeguards, and no pretensions. Just 2 or 3 hand-built wooden sauna cabins, a cold sea for swimming, and the kind of community spirit that makes you believe in humanity again. It all started in 2011, when a group of friends built a DIY sauna on a former harbour lot as an act of urban rebellion and sauna devotion. The original structure was removed by city officials, but the sauna returned again and again, rebuilt each time with more care and support. Today, it's an open-access, 24/7 experience powered by donations, firewood runs, and goodwill. There are no employees, only volunteers. You bring your own towel, your own water, your own respect. Phones are rare. Silence is common. Clothing is optional. The atmosphere is welcoming but not curated. People of all backgrounds and nationalities sit shoulder to shoulder in the heat, then jump into the Baltic, icy in winter, refreshing in summer. The experience is primal and bonding, stripped of all luxury, and all the better for it. The saunas themselves are simple wooden rooms with roaring stoves, usually fueled by volunteers chopping and hauling logs. You'll often find someone throwing water on the rocks, someone reading quietly, someone sharing stories by the fire. At night, the whole scene glows under lantern light and the skyline of Helsinki across the bay. Sompasauna isn't about facilities, it's about feeling. The warmth of strangers, the rhythm of sea and sweat, the silence between waves. It's a radical invitation to slow down and just exist, as you are, as we are together. Come with curiosity. Leave with salt on your skin, smoke in your hair, and something you didn't know you were missing. Teurastamo and Suvilahti, industrial roots, urban culture, and creative pulse. Born in 1933 as Helsinki's main abattoir and wholesale market, Teurastamo, literally slaughterhouse, closed its doors in 1992. After a cultural rebirth in 2012, it's now a gritty foodie hub in Hermanni, blending history with the here and now, architecture and atmosphere. Red brick light. Industrial spaces shelter, 12+ independent food and drink spots. Roastery, butcher, cocktail bar, pasta studio, plus a communal grill, hammock lawn, sauna, bike workshop, and bakery. Just next door in Kalasatama, Suvilahti was once a bustling power and gasworks site, 1909 to 1994. Since 2008, it's evolved under Karpeli into a dynamic cultural campus. Home to photography studios, circus school, creative agencies, breweries, performance spaces, galleries, and a large graffiti skate park. Annual events like Flow Festival, Tuska, World Village, and Comics Festival bring tens of thousands each year. These twin districts prove Helsinki's secret. Repurpose the past, feed the future. Eat, drink, explore, and see how industrial bones become cultural backbone. Welcome to Helsinki's swimming stadium, Uimastadion, a beloved summertime destination where history, health, and Helsinki lifestyle come together under the open sky. Located in the Turla district near the Olympic Stadium and Linnanmäki, the Uimastadion is more than just a pool. It's a piece of Finnish Olympic heritage. Designed by architect Jorma Järvi in the functionalist style of the 1930s, the swimming stadium was originally built for the 1940 Olympic Games, which were cancelled due to World War II. It finally opened to the public in 1947 and became a key venue for the 1952 Helsinki Olympics. Today, the stadium is a summertime favourite for locals and visitors alike. Open from May to September, it features a 50-metre Olympic pool, diving platforms, children's pools, and sunbathing terraces. Its clean, minimalist lines and natural stone surroundings give it a timeless Nordic elegance. What sets Uimastadion apart is its open-air setting. There's nothing like swimming laps with blue skies above and the scent of pine trees in the breeze. Whether you're diving, doing laps, relaxing in the sauna, or just enjoying a popsicle in the sun, the atmosphere is casual and welcoming. The stadium also includes a gym, cafe, and plenty of seating for spectators. It's not just a place to swim, but a place to gather, where families, athletes, sun-seekers, and architecture lovers all cross paths. Whether you're looking to cool off on a summer day, dive into Olympic history, or enjoy a peaceful swim in a beautifully preserved setting, the Uimastadion offers a truly Helsinki experience, simple, active, and unforgettable. Welcome to Vanha Ylioppilastalo, the old student house, a neo-Renaissance dream grounded in rebellion, art, and communal spirit. Built in 1870 as a place for students to gather, cafe, sing, and debate, its Latin motto speaks to the hopes of a young nation. Here, Kalevala epics are etched into murals and myth made monumental. In 1968, students staged a peaceful takeover to demand educational democracy, echoing revolutions around the world. Then came the fire, a near tragedy that sparked a devoted restoration, merging heritage with hope. Today, Vanha is still pulsing with life. Concerts echoing under chandeliers, debates under stained ceilings, and celebrations that remind us why community matters. Step inside and feel the heartbeat of Finland.